Welcome back to the Armchair Meddler, where I review news videos usually of a sensational nature and I give you my opinion. Even though you asked for my opinion, that's what makes me the Armchair Meddler. So let's see, what video do we have today? Caught on camera, man fights off attempted carjacker in Hazel Dell. Okay, so I want to remind you that I have not watched this video beforehand, so I will experience it along with you for the very first time. But before we do that, make sure you're subscribed and also press that like button. Now let's not delay, let's get into the video.
Vancouver man says he's counting his blessings tonight after putting his life on the line to keep his car from being stolen.
The whole exchange was caught on camera. Fox 12's Jeffrey Lindblom caught up with the man and brings us the story from the Hazeldale neighborhood.
Police are looking for a suspect after an alleged carjacking that was caught on camera. Police tell us it happened at this Arco off 99th in Vancouver, and oddly enough, began with this. Until it happens to you, it doesn't, you're not really aware of it. So we really need to be harder on crime. We're getting pretty careless and not really having a lot of fear. This is surveillance video shot at this Arco off 99th Avenue in the Hazeldale neighborhood of Vancouver. That's Bill Black standing by his car at a gas station he says he drives by every day. Tuesday afternoon, he stopped at that gas station and nearly lost his car and his livelihood. His laptop and other work supplies were inside. It's not just a person stealing a car, it's a person stealing, my personal life. Bill Black got out of his car because he noticed that his front driver's side tire needed some air. He proceeded to go around his car, leaving his car running, thinking it's going to be 30 seconds. What could go wrong? But when he got to his back rear passenger side tire, he says suddenly he heard the driver's side door close as the car started.
Okay, so I just want to pause it right here and say that this motorist, the potential victim, leaving his car running like that and him not in there, basically he set himself up to be a victim of a carjacking because, yeah, for a criminal, a carjacker to see that car running like that unattended, that is just the perfect opportunity. So, and also, who knows, this, quite possibly, I should say, most likely this carjacker was watching this man as he pulled in and left the car running. So yeah, this was the perfect setup for this suspected carjacker.
Backing up, his adrenaline was pumping. He quickly opened the passenger side door and jumped in. Just hell no, almost like my kid was in the car. And so I just had to protect, my valuables and my stuff. Once I jumped in the car, and I just kind of put my arms around the guy. He hit me a couple times, knocked my glasses off, punched him about 3 or 4 times in the face while I was choking him. After Black hopped inside and confronted the would-be thief, the vehicle came to a sudden stop, throwing Black into the dash. And I was just freaking out, just trying to be stupid and crazier than he was. And I just was, and he kind of freaked out and said, let me out. He got out and took off running. In the exchange, Black says he swiped the suspect's head, which...
Okay, so yeah, this victim, or he was nearly a victim, yeah, he's just fortunate that this carjacker was not a killer, not a hardened killer, wasn't willing to take it to that level. Most likely did not have a gun on him, was just looking for an easy target. So yeah, fortunate for this guy.
He's tried to use to track him down with canines to no avail, meaning the suspect is still on the loose. Meanwhile, Black, a bit shaken up. That just freaks me out. It could have been my wife, it could have been, these people have to understand that it's not acceptable. Bill Black says ultimately he's happy that he got to keep his hands on his car, especially because he understands that not everybody is so lucky, which he attributes to police not getting all of the support that he believes they need.
So what's interesting is the victim, or near victim, says that it could have been his wife, and obviously something bad could have happened to her. But the thing is that the victim gambled with his life in this instance and actually could have left his wife a widow. That is the potential, him jumping in the car like that. Yeah, it's just at the end of the day, one has to look at it was it worth the risk? In this case, I have to say no, because yeah, he actually jumped into the car, and yeah, that was, I don't know, the risk reward scenario. I just think that the risk was too great. Like he said, he has a wife. I don't know if he has kids, but yeah, he could have left his wife a widow. Lesson that can be learned here is do not leave your car running and jump out of it, even if it's for a minute, because that's all that a carjacker needs.
From Vancouver, I'm Jeffrey Lindblom for Fox 12 Oregon.
That's going to wrap up this episode of The Armchair Meddler. I'm glad that this man survived this. I believe no doubt that he's never going to leave his car running like that again unattended. Glad he's okay. But anyhow, yeah, once again, I'm The Armchair Meddler. Make sure you press that like button, also subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.